All right, Halloween's coming up, so I figured I'd talk about Star Trek's only Halloween episode. It's called Catspaw, and it's kind of a joke. The episode starts off with Kirk trying to contact a landing party that consists of Sulu, Scotty, and Jackson. Now, obviously, Jackson's going to be the one to bite the dust, right? I mean, who the hell is Jackson? But wait, he's the only one that actually beams up. It looks like Jackson beat the odds. But wait, nah. He beamed up dead. He beamed up fucking dead. And then a spooky voice comes out of his mouth that says the Enterprise is cursed. How original. And this is Chekhov's hair. So naturally, Kirk, Spock, and McCoy beam down to try to figure out what the fuck happened to Scotty and Sulu. And three witches show up. And they say some creepy shit.
Who are you?
I like how they address him as Captain Kirk. It's oddly respectful. And Kirk asks Spock what he thinks, and he says this.
Spock. Comment.
Very bad poetry, Captain.
I mean, it's almost like the writer is making fun of himself. But anyway, the witches disappear, and I'm not even sure they're witches. They might just be hobos with psoriasis. I don't know. Anyway, they just press on, and they come across a dark castle and a black cat. And even Captain Kirk is rolling his eyes at this point. And they fall through a trap door and end up in chains in some kind of dungeon. Spock speculates that all this is by design, and that it's done by someone that knows what terrifies humans. Yes, I too lay awake at night at the thought of cats. Anyway, Sulu and Scotty show up, and they're in some kind of trance. And Sulu takes out this gigantic fucking key to release them. I mean, holy shit, if it was any bigger, it would probably open the Fortress of Solitude. And they take them to see this fucking dude, who looks like if the Kingpin flunked out of Hogwarts. And he offers them all these precious gems and diamonds and rubies. And Kirk is like, I don't give a shit about that. Why is it Halloween? And why are Scotty and Sulu all fucked up? And the dude talks in riddles until this lady shows up, looking like this. I mean, if Chekhov's hair was a Pokemon, this woman's hair would probably be its evolution. And she turns the Enterprise into a fucking keychain and then lights it on fire. It's kind of like an Enterprise voodoo doll. And the ship's burning up. I mean, maybe it's not burning up. Maybe Chekhov's hair is just on too tight. I don't know. But he's sweating. Anyway, Hair Lady is all horned up for Kirk. And Kirk is like, nah, I'm good. She tries to seduce him. And he plays along for a little while. And she says she can be whatever he wants. And then she puts on this fucking outfit. I mean, what is this monstrosity? Keep in mind, she's trying to turn him on. And she decided this was the best way to do it. She puts on this fucked up onesie that looks like if you took a hunk of moldy provolone and stuck it in a blender with a blueberry Pop-Tart. This is what you'd get. And Kirk can't fake it anymore. He's disgusted by this point. He's had enough. And she gets mad and turns into a big cat. The same cat we saw before, except bigger. And a chase ensues. That's right. He's being chased by a giant black cat. And the Kingpin-looking dude tells them that this wand is the source of all their power. Oh, and what a power it is. They can turn into house pets and wear their puke. And the cat knocks down this door and crushes this bald motherfucker. And the brainwashed crew members attack Kirk and Spock. And Sulu's going after Kirk. They're fighting. And Kirk throws Sulu, and it looks like he smashes his fucking head and dies. I mean, maybe that's where the rivalry between Shatner and George Takei started. Who knows? And the cat turns back into the hair lady, and Spock gives Kirk some advice.
Resourceful and handsome.
Don't let her touch the wand, Captain.
Yeah, definitely don't let her touch the wand. And Kirk has no intention of letting that happen. I mean, you have to be failing on a massive level if Captain Kirk doesn't even want to fuck you. And he destroys the wand before she can get to it, and she and the Kingpin looking dude turn into these featherless looking dodo birds, and they die. And that's it. They beam up, and that's that. There isn't even a typical scene at the end where they discuss what happened on the bridge. Like, hey, that was fucked up when those fucking wizards turned into those little chickens, wasn't it? No, there's nothing. They just fuck off, and they're on to a better episode. And yeah, that's Catspaw. It's kind of a nothing episode. It's not good. It's not unwatchable. It's just kind of there. It's Star Trek's Halloween episode. And that's all I got. You know, happy Halloween, trick or treat, whatever the fuck. And if you're wearing a Halloween costume this year, I hope it looks better than this shit.